the basic living structure is either you're living in an apartment or some kind of rented space by yourself with other students. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess there would be three. So you could be, living in an apartment sort of in a city with other students. You could be housed in college, university housing at a university. Or you could be living with a host family. And so different ones of our programs use those different structures.
My host family experience was a little bit different. I lived with a half Moroccan, half French family, which in itself is strange. And the mom was divorced, and so it was her and her children that I lived with, and the children were about the same age as me. And I loved my host mom. I absolutely loved her. I thought she was wonderful. I loved how she cooked. She helped me so much with my speaking and my language and my writing.
Any of the majors that we have at Guilford, you can find a study abroad program that will have courses in that area. We work closely with students to try to match that stuff up. One thing that I'd like to say is that I think it's really important for students to understand that the curriculum at Guilford for many majors, not all, but for many majors, is really flexible, so that if you plan reasonably well, you can often take a semester that's all electives and go on study abroad and take courses that just courses that you want. It doesn't have to be courses that count for something. If you've been planning well on doing your general education courses right along, or you're into your major, it's, again, depending on what your major is, it's relatively easy. I think students sometimes overthink the fact that they've got to get something for their major, but that's not necessarily the case.
I'm a big bird person. I really love birds, and fortunately the ecology teacher that I was working with was really into birds, and he took us on a bird watching hike where we led some local school children to see birds, and we were telling them about the birds, which is really hard in Spanish, so it was kind of intimidating. And we came on a pair of long-tailed manakins, which nobody knows what they are, but they're these really beautiful little black birds with blue and red on their wings, and they sing in pairs as males, and they match pitches, and they sit together in the tree and do a little dance. It's really cute. And I'd read about them in bio class, and it just really brought alive like my whole biology education at Guilford.